Right then, so Predator Badlands tanks at the box office, and oh boy, what a bizarre moment for this franchise. I'll say it straight, I didn't like the film, not my thing, not my style, not my idea of what a Predator story should be. But here's the plot twist. I don't want it to fail either. I'm not one of these people doing cartwheels whenever a movie they dislike bombs at the box office. I don't even hate Disney, like everyone else seems to these days. Yes, their films feel like they've been written by a committee armed with a checklist and a generic plot template, and sure, Alien and Predator being under Disney still feels awful. But I love this franchise, and it genuinely saddens me that Badlands hasn't done as well as it could have. I'm conflicted. I don't like Trachtenberg's take on the series at all, but I also want more Predator films, just not like this. The film itself is a strange beast. Trachtenberg went with a more emotional, introspective story centered on Deck, the outcast predator who teams up with a damaged synthetic voiced by Elle Fanning. It's part sci-fi adventure, part creature hunt, part predator discovers feelings. Some people are into it. Others think it's veered so far from Stan Winston's original monster that the Yautja might as well start journaling and drinking herbal tea. Every film since 1987 has nudged the design, the behaviour, the lore, an inch here, an inch there, until suddenly we're miles from the dreadlocked jungle hunter who stalked Arnie. And, for many fans, Badlands is another step away from that primal intensity. But the real conversation isn't even the film, it's the box office and why you simply can't measure a movie's worth by how many zeros it brings in anymore. We're in a recession, people are skint, cinema tickets cost the same as a week's food shop, and audiences aren't queuing up to drop 20 quid on something that looks a bit meh when they know it'll be on streaming in 6 weeks. And speaking of streaming, that's half the problem. Studios spent years training everyone to expect films instantly at home, all while subscription services multiplied like gremlins. Then, on the other side, you've got the dodgy websites everyone pretends they've never used, the ones you accidentally stumbled onto at 2 a.m. Between the economy, streaming, and piracy, it's no wonder mid-budget films like Predator are struggling. This is why box office numbers are basically useless as a measure of quality now. They don't reflect audience interest, they reflect the economy, they reflect viewing habits, they reflect the fact that people simply aren't choosing the cinema anymore unless it's a giant franchise or a cultural event. And trust me, I've never judged a film's success by its financial performance because it makes no difference to whether the movie is actually good studios care. Sure, I don't. And to be honest, most modern budgets should be halved anyway. Creativity doesn't come from throwing money at a screen, so here we are, a Predator film I didn't like, made in a style I don't want, by a director I'm not fond of. Yet I still want the franchise to succeed. I want more Yautja stories. I want honor codes, cloaking tech, plasma casters, jungle hunts, dreadlocks, masks, and proper creature design, not whatever spiritual space therapy session we've wandered into. But the box office doesn't define whether Predator lives or dies. The industry's changing, audiences are changing, and the old way of judging films simply doesn't apply anymore. The real question is, how did we get here, folks? And more importantly, where on earth do we go next?